Hi, my name's Zoe and I'm an SEO consultant. I've been a consultant for about 4 years. Today I'm reviewing a tool which in my opinion is incredibly underutilized and very, very affordable, especially at the moment because you can get unlimited access to the tool for a very good price. It's a tool I've been using for probably 18 months now, maybe a little bit longer. I'm very comfortable with it. It's one of my favorites. And I actually had the pleasure of meeting the team in Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam in March 2023. Okay, let's get cracking with how I use this tool. I use WriterZen predominantly for topic discovery, keyword clustering, and the content flow from coming up with an idea, creating the brief, and then sending it off to writers. You can manage your full content team within WriterZen. So let's start with topic discovery. So I like the topic discovery because I think this is the way forward with SEO. I think we're past the point of going to kind of weed out random keywords. And what we're looking to do now is cover a topic in full. And this is something that's going to help with EEAT. I think we're going to see a lot more of this 2024 and beyond. And I just think it makes more sense to look at topics like this anyway. So I'm going to put in a topic that I know really well. So what you can see here is the tool has pulled together keywords under like a topical umbrella. This to me is a much more useful way of looking at keywords because you're looking essentially at topics for blogs or pages on your website. So I'm going to scroll through these and find something suitable to take to our next section. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with this top one here because it's just going to be nice and easy. And this is a SERP I actually know quite well. And then we're going to move on with this and put in the keyword, see what the SERPs are, and create the content brief all using WriterZen. So let's take this and move into Content Creator. Now what you can do here is start a new project, give it a name. You can set priorities and deadlines. This is the kind of stuff you use when you're getting into the full management within WriterZen. I'm just going to crack on and create the article. Now this is where we can create the brief with WriterZen, and I absolutely love this. I think this is probably one of my favourite parts of the tool in general, and I think it has shaved off so much of my time. WriterZen does have some really great AI. You can generate your title with it, and then it's going to give some recommendations. Do exactly the same with the meta description, just get the AI to write it. You can actually use the AI as well to write the entire article. That comes a bit later. Let's just drop this in here. And obviously you can just edit this as you'd like, and you can just keep generating more ideas as you need to. Now, what WriterZen does is it gives you this kind of structure based on what the averages are within the articles. Okay, so now we're going to start building the brief. I always recommend when creating a brief or creating a piece of content that you go over to Google and you open up the top few results that kind of mimic the type of content that you're going to create and are the types of websites you could potentially knock off page one of Google. What WriterZen does, it just saves you having to have all these different tabs open, and it just pulls the article into this nice interface, and you can just go through the headings and see what you would include. Now, the goal to rank is to become the most useful article on Google. So you want to take a look at what this article is covering, do all of that and more. It's really important that you add your own insights, make your article unique, add your experience, and just go one step further than the articles you're looking at. So you're going to use your head as well. So this article starts like an introduction to bike touring. I'm not really going to bother with that. I would just have a H1, an intro that doesn't need a H2, like just body text, and then type of bike touring. So what you can do is you can like add sections here. So we're going to click in, and there is my H2 in my brief. I do not tell people what to write in the body text. That's because I'm generally working with good writers who don't need me to tell them what to write. They know the subjects, they're experts. If you need to give people a steer, you can basically drop in what competitors have said, what competitive articles are saying. However, what I might do is add a little note that we need some intro text at the beginning. You can add that in and swap it to this bullet point style and just drag it and drop it to the top. So we know we've got the H1, which is the title, intro text, types of bikes for bike touring. So we're going to jump straight in. they've got types of bikes for bike touring. It's the H2, and they're talking about the different types. So they haven't actually like H3 this by the looks of it, but I would do that. So I'm going to add a line, and I'm going to add the different types of bikes. And you can see I've built this article kind of from inspiration from this ranking article here, but what I'm not doing is copying it completely, because I can already see opportunities where I would do it differently, and I believe this is better. So I'm just adding the bits that I think are relevant, and that's it from that article. So I'm going to close that down, open the next one, and see what's going on here. So we're looking for where the opportunities are, where this article has got items that are useful that this first one hasn't. And then naturally you would conclude an article. So I'm just going to write conclusion. So I'm going to save and begin. I'm going to write this myself. You've got the option to write the whole thing with AI, and then you could obviously go through an editing process. I'm always working with writers who tend not to use AI. So I just write it myself. What I like to do is copy the brief into the editor. I tend to now take this brief and I put it into a Google sheet, a Google document, and that's where I start my process of WriterZen. Hopefully this has showed you how you can use WriterZen to create a brief, all the benefits, the time it saves. If it wasn't for this kind of functionality within WriterZen, you're going to be opening up many tabs and having to read through lots of articles to digest what it says. I think WriterZen, it makes the brief process really easily. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoy WriterZen, try it out. You can get a free trial or just go for the lifetime access. And like I said earlier, I have met the WriterZen team. They are lovely. I really don't see a world where WriterZen doesn't continuously improve as a tool. They are very conscientious. They want to create the best tool that SEOs love for an affordable price point. And if you ask me, they do a great job.